This video is to introduce my final project for 6th grade. This is where we put everything together and kind of talk about what we've learned. And just a quick review, when on the grade card you are going to see two things. You're going to see a grade, either A through F there, but you're also going to get a 1 through 4 on two different standards. Producing quality art with clear visual theme, which we've done a lot with, and that's the one you got 1 through 4 on the first 9 weeks, and we're still going to continually do that. But we're also adding to it this objective is use rich details to describe a work of art. And the district and even the state would like to know how students are able to describe works of art, because it's more than just becoming an artist. My goal isn't to make a bunch of little artists, but to think like an artist. And that's why all the way around my room you're going to see these what I call studio habits, or ways of thinking like an artist. For example, we've done projects where we've developed craft by learning how to use our brushes and our pencils and connecting to the world and reflecting on what we've done. And these are the studio habits that I am required to teach you. So how do I know that you've learned those? How do I know that you've done that? We could do that with the report, but frankly, I hate probably grading writing as much as my students don't like doing writing in art class. And the other option was to do an oral report, and that takes a lot of time and effort. And so what I've done is created a lesson that we can do in a 21st century way, and that is right on the Chromebooks. We're gonna do what's I call I'm going to create a museum, a digital museum. And in that museum, I'm going to do your entire class here. And you'll see these names here. Let me zoom this in a little bit here so we can see. So this is Mrs. Hardesty's class from last year. And what each of these students have is when you click on their name, you're going to see works of art that they've done in their classroom, as well as a avatar. Okay, now an avatar is a little guy that talks for you. You type in the words, and then it types for you. So it's kind of like doing an oral report, but someone else is doing the talking for you, which I think my students find a lot of fun. So here's Samantha's avatar. Hers looks like her. You don't have to do her. I've had students do like I don't know. This is I think Santa Claus. Yeah, here's Santa Claus. You can do an animal or dog or a famous person. Here's one that Elizabeth did, and she also did her person. And you can see her two first paintings that she did in 9 weeks, the first 9 weeks of 6th grade. She did an excellent job on that. And she got an A+ in my class because this is what her avatar said. I just want you to watch how this works. So she typed this in. It's another person's voice. And
welcome to the Park Street Intermediate Museum. You are looking at Lizzie Soares' artwork. When Lizzie paints, she expresses her feelings. Also, her artwork shows an emotion or feeling. For example, Lizzie was painting a self-portrait and used a collage of blues for the background to show isolation, because at one point in life she felt trapped in her thoughts and helpless. Lizzie explains that, when people see my artwork, I want them to look beyond the collage of colors and see a reflection of me.
Okay, this avatar was created with a program called Voki, and what I like about Voki is that it's able to talk for you. And most students, I think, like that. They would rather have type in the words and let something else do it. And then it's really cool to just do a museum, and you can put yourself in third person. She said Lizzie did this, and she's a great artist because of this. She got an A+ because she did these 4 things really well. The first thing that she did is picked out a 2 works of art that she'd done this year, and it could be 5th grade work too. I have 5th grade work saved on the server, and she also picked a studio habit. I don't know if you heard it there, but she says she likes to express. So she talked about express, and then she did what I call a subcategory. So under express here, you can see create a personal meaning, artwork meaning more than what you can see, create a mood, and she said showed an emotion or feeling, and she said her emotional feeling was loneliness. Um, so that she just write that right here. So that what is the subcategory for the studio habit or the ways of thinking like an artist. And then lastly, she gave a personal story and what that meant to her. And I think you heard her say, talk about a time in her life, and then the colors that she chose to make that happen. So that's basically the project. It's a lot of fun. I have some other videos on how to do that.